Despite the coronavirus having a bigger and bigger impact on football, with stars such as Gnabry and Cristiano Ronaldo getting ill, most games are still being played. Today we are going to take a look at last week's top and healthy performers. Let's jump right into it with Champion Europe. Our goalkeeper of the week is someone who is widely considered as one of the top 3 goalkeepers in the world. Jan Oblak has been great throughout the years and he once again proved his worth for Atletico Madrid last week. Suarez scored an early goal, which means Celta Vigo had to attack the whole match. Oblak saved all 5 shots on goal from Celta to lead Madrid to a second win on the season. Carrasco then put the final score 2-0 on the board by scoring a goal in overtime. Right back Giovanni Di Lorenzo is our defender of the week. Napoli got a strong 4-1 win over Atalanta. He did his job on defense with 5 tackles and 1 interception, while passing amazingly. He completed 54 passes on a great 95% completion. Our midfielder is someone who got revenge on the person that sent him away last off-season. Dani Parejo scored the winning goal against his former team. He played for Valencia for 9 years but was sent away by Peter Lim in the off-season for money-saving purposes. Despite all the drama, Parejo scored in the 69th minute to put Villarreal up 2-1. Parejo was doing everything for Villarreal this game. He distributed the ball all game by having 103 passes on 97% completion. The best forward in the past week was Olympique Lyon's captain Memphis Depay. Depay assisted on all 3 of Lyon's goals and was crucial on the 3-2 win against Strasbourg. This was an important win for Lyon as they had only won 1 match in 6 games. If he keeps up this type of performance, they can climb back to the top of the league, but right now they are still sitting in 9th place. Our final player of the week is Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United beat Newcastle 4-1 and he formed a dynamic duo with Marcus Rashford, as they both scored by an assist from the other. Manchester is slowly improving from week to week, as they are currently only sitting in 15th place. Fernandes is still United's top scorer despite missing a penalty, but the whole team has to improve if Manchester United wants to have a shot at the top 4. Maybe the most remarkable part of Fernandes' game against Newcastle was his 4 successful tackles, which is the most of the whole team. Our Challenger Europe team is full of surprises this week, with 2 players from the Jupiler Pro League, 2 from the Liga NOS and 1 from the Turkish Super League. The players from the Liga NOS are both from Benfica, who beat Rio Ave 3-0 after strong performance from the whole team. The first player is goalkeeper Vlaco Dimos, who didn't have a lot of work this week. Rio Ave only managed 2 shots on goal, but Odysseas saved them both. The other player from Benfica this week is midfielder Gabriel. He played great defensively throughout the whole game. He had 2 successful tackles and 4 interceptions. His effort was rewarded at the end of the match as he scored the final goal in the 84th minute. Our defender of the week is right back Daniel Opar. Despite his team Zulte Waregem losing 3-1 to Antwerp, Opar had a great game. He had 1 assist, 3 successful tackles and 2 interceptions. Our midfielder this week is Raphael Olscharzer, who scored twice in a strong Beerschot win over Sint-Truiden. Olscharzer scored the first goal after only 2 minutes and a penalty as Beerschot won 6-3. Our final player this week is forward Loïc Rémy, who scored a hat-trick for Rizespor. His first half was not so impressive, but he turned it around in the second half. He scored 2 penalty kicks in under 10 minutes. This put Rizespor up 4-3 against Ankara Gusu. Rémy put the cherry on top by scoring the final goal to complete his hat-trick in the 78th minute, as Rizespor got their first win of the season by winning 5-3 against Ankara Gusu. This week's Global Under-23 includes some new names. Only one of these players had made the Team of the Week before, so let's jump right in to see who outperformed themselves in the past week. Our goalkeeper this week is Artwin the Wolf. Eupen faced an important match against Moucron as Eupen tries to avoid the relegation zone. Eupen eventually won 2-0 as Artwin the Wolf saves all 6 shots on target from Moucron. Our next two players both come from a team that's well represented in our teams every week. Left back Michel Bakker and forward Kylian Mbappé both make the team this week. PSG once again dominated their opponent as they beat Nimes 4-0. Mbappé played amazingly as usual, he scored twice and was a threat throughout the whole match. Bakker is a more surprising standout player. Bakker was a stronghold of the defense this game. He had 2 successful tackles, 2 interceptions and 4 blocks. On top of his strong performance defensively, he successfully launched multiple attacks as shown by his 61 passes on 87% completion. He has the potential to be an essential piece to PSG defense for the next few years if he continues playing like this. The young midfielder of the week is Kenta Nishizawa. He was the only reason Shimizu's Pulse was able to draw 1-1 against Sagan Tosu. He gave an important assist and locked down the defense for a large part of the game, as he had 4 successful interceptions and a tackle. Our final young player of the week is forward Jordan Larsson, who is playing for Spartak Moscow. Larsson faced off against FC Khimki in a must-win game for Spartak. The first half was quite uneventful as no goals were scored. Spartak then started attacking relentlessly after falling behind 0-1 just after halftime. Spartak converted a penalty, Larsson then gave an assist to put Moscow up 2-1. Larsson then closed out the game by scoring a goal himself to extend the lead to 3-1. Khimki then scored another goal to put the final score 3-2 on the board. We go now across the Atlantic Ocean to see what the American leagues are up to. The MLS are nearing the playoffs, so everyone is playing their best football of this season. Our goalkeeper is someone who didn't have a lot of work this week, as he only had 1 shot to save. Quentin Vesberg played a solid game for Toronto, as they pulled out the closest of wins by scoring the only goal of the match in the 89th minute to win 1-0 against Atlanta. Antonio Carlos played a strong defensive match to tie the game 1-1 against the New York Red Bulls. He was a stronghold of the Orlando City defense. With 4 successful tackles and 1 interception, his impact was amazing. Another player who had an amazing defense impact was midfielder Jacare Hayes. He had 3 successful tackles accompanied by 2 intercepted passes. He also blocked 4 balls. Despite his defensive efforts, Houston still scored 2 goals. The special thing about Hayes is that despite being a defensive midfielder, he distributed the ball with great efficiency. He completed 54 passes on 80% completion. He topped off his great performance by assisting Minnesota's second goal. The game eventually ended 2-2. Our forward of the week is Christian Pavon, who assisted on a 90-minute winner for LA Galaxy. Due to his last-minute heroics, LA pulled out a 1-0 win over Vancouver. Our final player of the week scored the opening goal in Columbus' 3-1 win over New York City FC. Arthur has to continue his strong performance if Columbus wants to do something in the MLS playoffs. Our final team this week is the Asian team. The competition this week was tough as 5 players got a score of 100. Our goalkeeper this week is Kang Yoon-moo from the Pohang Steelers. The Steelers are all stepping up in the championship round of the K1 League. The offense scored 4 goals while Hyunmu didn't let in any goals from the higher-ranked Ulsan Hyundai. One of the 4 defenders who scored 100 this week is left back Akito Fukumori. His team Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo is currently only ranked 14 in the J1 League, and they had to face the 6th ranked Kashima Antlers. He changed the outcome of the game by giving an assist right before halftime. Sapporo then defended amazingly as they were able to pull out a 1-0 win. Midfielder Sun Junho played a solid match for Jeonbuk. He scored a goal as Jeonbuk easily beat Gwangju FC 4-1. Shinzo Koroki was an essential piece in Urawa Red Diamond's 6-0 win over Vegalda Sendai. He scored twice and was the Diamond's main threat throughout the game. This earns him this week's forward spot on the team. Our final player of the week is another defender with a score of 100. Jeziel, Miki Yamane and Kang Sang-woo all scored 100, but we decided to give Jeziel this week's extra spot. I scored twice for Kawasaki Frontale. Frontale beat Grampus quite easily 3-0 to solidify their first place in the J1 League. It's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is the case, don't forget to share it around you and to subscribe. More videos are coming. If you have any ideas, you can let it on the comment section. Good luck for next game week and until next time, take care.